Good day, everyone. I'm Stephanie Erlandi Sibayan, your reporter for the Chapter 15 Cognitive and Metacognitive Factors in Learning. In the previous chapter, you learned the concepts related to cognition and metacognition and the differences between these two abilities. You have also learned the strategies and methodologies in teaching that will help students develop their metacognitive abilities to become self regulated learners. In this chapter, you will learn about the factors of learning, which you should be able to relate with the concepts that you have learned previously. This chapter also gives you the ideas on the ground in terms of a variety of techniques and methodologies that develop students' cognitive and metacognitive faculties. Now, let's move on to the factors in learning related to development of cognition and metacognition. First factor we have intelligence. Sternberg's triactic theory of intelligence asserts that the meta-components in his theories are the executive process that control other cognitive components as well as receive feedback from these components. The other two components are practical and experiential intelligence. This executive process involves planning, evaluating, and monitoring problem-solving activities. Sternberg further asserts that the ability to appropriately allocate cognitive resources, such as detecting how and when a given task should be accomplished, is basic to intelligence. Next factor, we have age. This is associated with stages of cognitive development. So, John Piaget's stages of cognitive development asserts that cognitive abilities for abstract thinking are higher during the formal operations period. In a foreign language study determining the relationship between cognitive and metacognitive strategies, age and level of education by Kerslow 2012 found that a moderate and positive but significant correlation was observed between metacognitive strategies and adult learner scores in the test of English as a foreign language. Third, we have level of education. A study conducted by Kerslow 2012, there were differences in types of strategies according to level of education. The university students employed more strategies in their reading of passages than the senior high school students. And lastly, we have use of cognitive strategies for instruction. CSI assumes that there are identifiable cognitive strategies previously believed to be utilized by the best and the brightest students, and which can be taught to students. Using these strategies is associated with successful learnings. Now, here are the suggested strategies to help students process information. 1. Provide organized instruction. This is especially important when introducing a new topic or subject matter. 2. Use single coherent representations. Allows the learner to focus attention rather than split attention between two stimuli. 3. We have link new material with what is already known. Use mental scaffolding techniques for a new material. 4. Carefully analyze the attention demands for instruction. Make sure that the learners will not attend to too many different elements at the same time. 5. Recognize the limits of attention. 6. We have recognized the limitation of short-term memory. 7. Match encoding strategies with the material to the learned. Do not encourage use of mnemonics unless it is very necessary to memorize the material. 8. Provide opportunities for both verbal and imaginal encoding. 9. Arrange a variety of practice opportunities. The goal is to help the learner generalize the concept, principle, or skill to be learned. 10. Eliminate redundancy. Redundant information between text and diagram has been shown to decrease learning. 11. Help learners become self-regulated. Assist students in selecting and using strategies such as summarizing and questioning. Let's move on to the implications of cognitive theories on teaching and learning. Under this, we have the five basic characteristics of a classroom instruction based on cognitive theories, which you can read on screen. Now, let's move on to the teaching methods based on principles of cognitive learning theory. Number one, cognitive apprenticeship, a method of helping students grasp concepts and procedures under the guidance of teacher or expert. The following are the phases of instruction. We have modeling, coaching, articulation, reflection, and exploration. Number two, reciprocal teaching. It is an instruction activity in the form of dialogue or exchange between teachers and the students about certain parts of the lesson. Number three, we have anchored instruction. It involves the use of anchors while doing instructions like stories, cases, or situation. Four, inquiry learning. It resembles the scientific inquiry method. It helps the students develop their higher order thinking skills by engaging them in investigating an issue or formulating hypotheses to find solutions to a problem. Number five, discovery learning. It is an approach where students interact with their environment, manipulate things, explore, do experiments for them to discover principles and important relationships. Number six, we have problem based learning. It is a real life problem or an ill structured question is presented to the students, having many possible solutions, and they are asked to find or come up with the most appropriate or best solution. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.